If you can hear noise in the background, it is basically Emily singing Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. So anyway, I have been wanting to film this video for a while, and since I am at my mum's and I don't have my filming gear, I thought now would be the perfect time. So since I am 29 weeks pregnant with our second child, I've kind of been reminiscing about all the things that I wish I had done differently with Everly. So I'm creating a tag if you guys want to do this. All you have to do is think of 5 things that you wish you had done differently, and yeah, it's going to be called the My Biggest Parenting Regrets tag. I've written down 5 things, and I think 5 is a good number. The first thing I'm going to mention is obviously worrying about what everyone else thinks. I think it comes with the territory. People are just going to offer their opinion, whether you like it or not, especially when you're pregnant and especially when you have your first baby, because I don't know, they can and they will, and usually I take it with a grain of salt. Usually I kind of just take what I want from it and then kind of forget the rest, but there were a few situations where it made me question what I wanted and what I believed. So I was the type of person that basically researched everything, and the one thing that I had never heard of that I actually, like, this is going off topic, but the one thing that my antenatal teacher had told me that I actually didn't know was about lotus birthing, which, if you guys don't know, is when you leave the umbilical cord attached to the baby and basically let the placenta fall off by itself, which, you know, each to their own, but that wasn't for me. But yeah, I had researched into a lot of things, and water birth was one of them, and I really wanted a water birth, and a lot of people were saying how dangerous it was and how they didn't like it, and it made me question what I wanted, and I wish I'd kind of just like not listened to them. A lot of people had opinions saying that I was holding her way too much, and yeah, I probably was, but when you have a newborn baby, that's what you want to do. You want to hold them, you want to get to know them, you want them to want you, and I did. And the other thing that made me question myself was breastfeeding. I breastfed Everly for 1 year and 3 months, which I don't think was that long, but a lot of people were saying, you know, when are you giving up breastfeeding? Why are you breastfeeding for so long? Number 2, so the second biggest regret that I have is not putting her into a sleeping routine or sleeping when she sleeps. So when I first had Everly, I kind of just let her fall asleep, and she was lead fed, so I think that's what it's called. It's basically when they tell you when they're hungry and you feed them. When she was a bit older, I wish I'd put her into a routine, a sleeping routine, because I didn't. And I really regret that, because now when she's 2, she refuses to go to sleep, and it is a lot harder, and that probably has a lot to do with the fact that I held her too much. But I wish I had put her into like a proper routine, like a bedtime routine, because I failed at that so bad. And the other thing is sleeping when she sleeps. When she was a newborn, I was literally a mombi. Like, I don't know, I guess because you feel like you're constantly like stuck to this baby because they want to be breastfed, that when they go to sleep, it's like, you know, that's me time. So I didn't want to give that up, so I didn't want to sleep, but then I became so tired and so grumpy that I wish I had just slept when she slept. And people told me that, but I mean, yeah, I don't know, I didn't. Number 3, my third biggest regret is underestimating joining a mum group. So where I am currently living, it's quite a small town, and I didn't really hear about any mum groups, so I didn't join any. I asked my Punga nurse, and she actually wasn't from the area, so she didn't know about any of them, and I finally figured out that there were some mum groups, and then I just never went to them, and I kind of regret that, because now I don't really have any mum friends, and a lot of my friends, you know, they're doing their own thing, and they live like very far away, and you know, that's the one thing I do regret the most, is I wish I had made some mum friends. My 4th biggest regret is not backing up my photos. So I had my photos of Everly on a like passport hard drive, and one day I plugged it in and it just wouldn't go. It was like taking ages to load, and I started stressing out and I started freaking out because like I have taken so many photos of Everly over the last 2 years. Half of them are gone, and I have not plugged in my hard drive since. I got about 400 photos off, and a lot of them were missing, but I haven't plugged it in since because I want to take it to a professional, and I'm hoping, like fingers crossed, that those photos are still there. Otherwise, I don't know what I'll do. Like at the moment, I've kind of just put it in the back of my mind. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, I will be devastated if I've lost those photos. Number 5 is my... Are you coming up? Come on. Can I say hi? Hi. Hi. So my last regret is actually buying a changing table. Hello, darling. So my last regret is actually buying a changing table. A lot of people warned me that I'd never use it, and I did use the changing pad when Everly was a lot smaller, but I just ended up putting it on the ground, and the changing table became a dumping ground for all my like documents to do with Everly. I'll link Everly's room tour down below, but basically in that video you can see it just became a dumping ground for her documents, like all my birth notes, footprint, ink print things. Yeah, so at the moment it's currently at my mum's house getting ready to be sold, but I want to use the changing table pad for the second baby before I do that. So yeah, basically I'm getting ready to sell it because it was not exactly, like it was handy putting all her like lotions and everything on, but it just became a dumping ground and I never ever changed her on it. So anyway, those are my 5 biggest parenting regrets. If you guys want to do this video, title it my 5 biggest parenting regrets, and yeah, you're pulling out the wipes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and yeah, I will talk to you guys in my next video. Say bye! Say bye! You're not going to say bye? She's like, what are you doing, Mum? Say bye! Beep, beep, all day long. Let's go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round all day long.